Mélange is a spacious operation in Northfield, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. Chef owner David Jarvis, a Johnson & Wales graduate, received serious training from Jean Boucher at the famous La Francais and with Wolfgang Puck in California. His appetizer is a vegetable and lentil terrine.
I'm using a terrine mold like this that's going to be lined with leeks, and then the vegetables inside it, garnished with a little salad and a little vinaigrette. So the first thing I did in advance is cook some red lentils and some diced potatoes just to expedite this. Both of these should be cooked to the touch, a little bit crisp but not raw. First thing, blanch your leeks, which I've taken the leek, split it open, and taken the very center out so I have wide leaves.
One of the vegetables in the terrine is diced zucchini.
There is machines out there like mandolins and such that you can do to expedite this step. And once we have the julienne, we go the other direction and we dice it. You want it small enough so when it's in the terrine that all the sizes are somewhat uniform.
Fresh basil is chopped.
Yeah, go back and check my leeks. They need a couple more moments. And I'll start getting my pans hot to cook the mushrooms and the zucchini.
The mushrooms are oyster and shiitake.
Splitting up the basil, mixing a little into both pans. Now that the leeks are ready, I'll put those into an ice bath to shock the leeks so it stays nice and green. Checking my mushrooms and zucchini, stir them so that they have uniform cooking. Trying not to add additional fat to or oil or butter to the pan helps so the mushrooms don't get too greasy and actually release some of their own liquids, which will intensify the flavor. You want a nice golden color on the zucchini if possible. You can eat zucchini raw, so they don't have to be cooked too well done. What I'm doing now is just drying the leek so that there's not excessive water in the terrine.
Now the cooked lentils, mushrooms, zucchini, and cubed potato are combined.
Now we have all these vegetables together. We'll let those just sit for a moment.
The mold is lined with the leek leaves.
We'll put these in and we'll overlap them a little bit. If they start to fall in or cave in, that won't matter. As we're putting the vegetables in, it'll hold them and support them.
Meanwhile, a gelatin leaf is softened or bloomed in warm water. Ultimately, the gelatin will dissolve in the warm water.
Then I pour that over the vegetable mixture and stir it together. I'll fill the terrine. It's kind of messy, but the end result is worth the trouble. Once the terrine is filled, then what we need to do is press it down to put the last little bit of vegetables in it. And then we'll weigh this down overnight, and then tomorrow unmold it and be able to serve this. what I do is I use a napkin on top, and then I'll put cardboard on it and then weigh it down. The napkin absorbs any excess liquid coming out of the tureen.
Mixed greens are dressed with sherry vinegar and olive oil.
Salt and pepper.
A sauce for the terrine is reduction of tangerine and mandarin orange juice and balsamic vinegar.
Now it's down to a syrup, which is what I want. I'll pour this into a cup. Add my curry oil. Stir it together. And then spoon it around the plate. And the effect will be one of looking at a yellow curry oil with like what I call an oil slick. Wonderful flavors.